Don't do that. I see Kristen. And you are enough. Is that Luna? Chris Bassett back again. They just go to hard at it. They don't like each other. I'm proud of Mitch. Somebody go hug Ben. Yes, Kristen. Is Mitchell freestyling? And backing it up. When I live in America. This is the most American thing. R.I.P. Mafs. We're getting a very different style. Call her predatory and inauthentic. I love Kristen right now. I knew Ben had something fun. Reach. I get it. Projecting that onto Morgan. You're giving me performative. Naked in the water with that hair. All of them, wrong time, wrong people. What's wrong with people this season, y'all? But he was in love in the honeymoon, but you so mean to him. Your discretion is advised. What's wrong with this California season? What up, Mavs fam, and welcome back to another episode of From Rizzo with Love. With me, your girl Donna Rizzo, aka Rizzo, here to recap Married at First Sight's season 15, episode 9. Now, it's late. I was going to do a tipsy episode because I'm just coming from being outside. As you can tell, this is going to get better tomorrow. I decided to start eating some food and it sobered me up a little bit. So I don't know what's going to happen. For those of you guys who do not know me, we do not tipsy episode every single week, but here we are. For those of you guys who do not know me, I do Married at First Sight, Real Housewives of Potomac, Insecure, Rap Shit, all of these recaps. Rap Shit is ending this week, so make sure you go binge watch that and then come back and watch my recaps. Married at First Sight. Last week, we had the housewarming where all the friends and family came in. We saw the different elements of people like working together. I know previously we talked about how it's probably a good idea if they have like an activity that they do together. This is kind of it. They need a challenge though. Oh, you know what? I saw a preview. We're going to get a new expert. Finally, I was like, where are these new experts? So this episode, we get Dr. Pia. Super excited to see what she brings. And now I know that they're like dropping. So I don't know when Devin is going to come. Do I say like Reverend Dr. Pep? I don't know. I don't know when Devin is actually going to come, but it looks like it's going to be drop-ins throughout the season. Now listen, I told y'all this earlier in the season. I know these middle episodes right here. This gets tough. It's usually 10, 11, 12, 13, 4th. It's usually 10 to 14. Except the 1 month being there, so it gets a little better. Minus whatever episode is the 1 month anniversary episode, the ones in the middle, they get tough. In those middle, we usually have a Dr. Viviana episode where she tries to like spice it up a little bit. I don't know. Oh, is that what we're going to get from Dr. Pia? No, because they were like outside. I don't know what we're going to get this episode. I'm really curious, but y'all stick with me. And thanks for sticking with me through these middle ones because this is a tough point. But for you guys who are new, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you stay until the end of this recap because I will ask a question that I do want you guys to engage with in the comments. If you go to past videos, if you're coming here from a past video, you will see that we interact a lot in the comments. I love to hear from you. I love to hear if you are viewing the show or the couples or the relationships the way that I am. I love to hear little small things that you guys pull out that maybe I didn't see, I have forgotten about. So please make sure you stay to the end and engage with us in the comments. All right, guys, let's get into Married at First Sight's season 15, episode 9, part 1. Let's go. Oh, look, guys. Ben and Morgan are at the gym again, bonding over the one thing that they have in common. I don't know why Sasha is giving me like dog mom vibes. Is it because of last episode when Nate was like, I don't even know if she's going to be a good parent because I haven't even seen her with a dog. I really feel like she would be a great dog mom. You know, I thought they were doing those vampire. Y'all know what vampire facials are when they like, I don't know if it's microneedling. No, it's not microneedling. It's they go in there, they take some blood out, and they essentially put the more blood, your blood, back in your face. I thought that's what they were doing. Okay, so that's what this episode is. This episode is everything they went through with their friends and getting counseling internally from their friends, even though I don't recommend all the time friend counseling. But because you know folks are biased. But after all of that, how can we grow into this relationship and have our own date, I guess? It's like their first real date that each other are planning for each other. Because you know, that honeymoon date, you know the producers be helping them with that. This might, I say all that, but likely the producers are helping them with this too. Y'all, what is this? This is the most American thing I have ever seen on television. They have hired a woman to come in and help teach them how to swim like mermaids. The fact that she even, one, the fact that this is a thing, but two, the fact that this woman was likely sought out after by Morgan or the producers or someone, and they were able to find her, lets me know that she has an actual business that is bringing in some kind of money. Like, what else does this woman do? Because you can't just be a full-time mermaid teacher. Like, what else do? You swim in the Georgia Aquarium? You one of those people who swim, you the mermaids who swim at, is it Tao in Vegas? Like, what else? What else do you do? I love that Morgan said this is every like little girl's dream. I never dreamt of being a mermaid. No, Little Mermaid was one of my favorites. If Lion King didn't come, Little Mermaid and that Little Mermaid soundtrack and the fork and the Sebastian. Listen, you know, we were talking about like later on in life, we were like, who the is playing Sebastian with that Jamaican accent? Where is Ariel? She not in Jamaica. Where did this Caribbean accent come from? Oh, Disney. Also, I was talking to somebody else about Disney. I thought everyone knew this. Y'all know all Disney characters have like a parental loss. It's usually both parents, but at least one parent goes. Oh no, it's always one parent. Ariel lost her mom. She only had her dad. And R.I.P. Mufasa. Damn. Aladdin ain't got no parents. Cinderella, she had a stepmom. Nemo just had his dad. Belle just had her dad too, I think. I thought everyone knew this, but no. You guys know that Walt Disney grew up. I think he didn't have a parent or something happened. Oh my God. Bambi and the mom getting shot up. Oh Lord. You don't realize what's happening as a kid, but hopefully the children who don't have whatever family member or other parent saw themselves in this story and say, you know what, it's okay. I'm gonna find my happy ending. But yeah, I didn't know everybody didn't know that. Also, I apologize if I'm talking a lot. Y'all know alcohol made me talk too much. Is that Luna? Wait a minute. Luna is a female dog. Why is a female dog humping? That's not a natural thing. Why do you have the urge to hump in? You should be backing it up, right? That's what you do. So why is it that your natural instinct is to hump forward? Is that like what animals are supposed to feel? Like women would feel that if society didn't tell us that we're supposed to throw it back? Are we supposed to be throwing forward? This is weird. This is weird to me. This is weird. And this might be the gummy. I'm proud of Mitch. Look at Mitch. Mitch got married. He left his junky house. He got promoted. He's matured in 3 weeks. Mitch, I'm proud of you. Guys, look at Kristen incorporating Mitch in her views and her plans. And look at Mitch shutting them down yet again. Can Nate get in the water with that hair? What's wrong with people this season, y'all? Nate just said, I feel a 4 out of 10 for you. But 2 episodes ago, he was just like, yeah, I'm falling for you. Why y'all be saying that? This is Alexis 2.0. Why you be telling somebody that you falling for them or you love them and then come back and be like, no, let me take that back. You're only a 4 for me, or no, I don't really love you. Okay, so this is the Have You Ever Been in Love episode. I'm gonna keep saying that until I figure out what the fuck this episode is about. Now I feel bad that Mitch is 41 years old and has never been in love before. I hate that for people. Oh. This makes sense now. This makes sense as to why Mitch is like this. And it's also interesting to note that Mitch and his brother both grew up in the same household. His brother is actually younger than him, right? No, older than him. But they grew up in the same household, but they looked at their parents and the failed marriage and the failed relationship, and they acted in different ways. His brother went and found his woman, went and found his wife, got married, had children. Meanwhile, Mitch is still living in that and doesn't have a good view of what a marriage should be. And now he hasn't been able to experience love. He's faulty in how he views women and how he views what actually is attraction. And he can't fall in love. I feel like I'm rambling. Mitch, don't do that. Yo, this is giving me that whole like Williamsburg. If anybody's from New York and you're watching this, just know that Williamsburg has changed into what it used to be and is now a place where wealthier transplants come but try to still live a New York life but still separate themselves from everyone else. I am a native New Yorker. Williamsburg gives me Boston vibes. Like, it's not very inviting, which is crazy because I'm a New Yorker. I should be inviting you in. Why is it that I'm walking around my city and I don't feel invited? But anyway, I digress. But I say that to say there are a lot of transplants who live in Williamsburg who try to live like struggling artists. They perform in the subway, they're artists out on the street, but then they walk 2 blocks up and go live in their $3,500 a month loft in Williamsburg with a terrace and a pool on the rooftop. So it's like, what is it? You're giving me performative. You don't have to live like that to be a good artist. Mitch, you don't have to live a very humble, struggling, I want to live this way because I think it's bad when people live good because I'm an environmentalist. You don't have to do that. Do what you want. You can still be a humanitarian living in a good house, eating well. You don't have to live humbly. This doesn't make sense. I want to live in America. Y'all, Alexis coughing during this is me. I still can't smoke hookah properly. I attempted to do it like 3 times. It just ain't for your girl. It's okay. I hear Justin Petty. I thought I was in love once. He talking about you, sis. He talking about you. He thought he was in love in the honeymoon, but you so mean to him. This makes sense. Justin grew up a people pleaser. And you know what? I don't remember if I said this or if it made the recap, but I saw Justin compromising a lot to make sure that what he is doing and what he is saying is pleasing in Alexis's eyes. You know what? It's almost like what Lindy was talking to Miguel about. And Miguel was like, look, I don't want you to do that. I want you to be the real you. And she was like, I worry that if I'm the real me, if I say something to you, if I do something, it might not be on your checklist and then you'll view me wrong or differently. And then this marriage won't work. I think Justin is doing the exact same thing with Alexis. He is trying to put on this. And I don't think it's him not being, I guess that's a portion of him not being genuine. But like even the dog situation, he didn't want to tell her because he didn't want to ruin this. Even when the first attack happened, he didn't want to say, oh, something went wrong because Alexis would be upset. Like he's doing a lot of what he thinks Alexis wants from him or from anyone just so that this can work. The real you is going to eventually come out. And what do you think? You've like hooked her in enough where it's too late for her to leave, or like she wants to stay so much? What's the purpose behind that? I guess all of this is just like rooted in people pleasing anyway. So maybe it's not purposeful, but they got to rewire that. Okay. You gotta change that, Justin. The story behind why he is a people pleaser is so sad. Like he was yearning for the love. Oh, and this is getting to him yearning for Alexis's love. But he was yearning for the love of his father. So he always kept changing things in hopes, oh, if I do this, then he'll love me. Damn, that's what he's doing with Alexis, y'all. This is sad to this is what a kid is going through. Y'all saw Stasha used her hand to push the water back in the sink. Ooh, y'all. The way Nate so calmly got upset, one lets me know that he's been working on himself. Because that's a man who decided, okay, I'm not going to have an outburst. I'm not going to wild out. I'm going to just calm myself down, exit this conversation, and go about something else. You want some dinner? I will tell you. I see that. Now, as Nate, I'm proud. But as Stasha, I'm very concerned. If I was Stasha, I would be very concerned. That right there is some crazy shit. I get some good shit for like anger management, but it lets me know you got some crazy shit in you, and that ain't it. You know why? Because like that, not that he's a cheater or people cheat, but when I see somebody so upset like that and just calmly go about life like nothing just happened, that makes me think we about to have an argument. You're not really gonna tell me you upset. You're just gonna go outside next and come back in like everything's normal because you internalized it. You handled it on your own. You figured it out. And now life can go back to normal. A reach. Stasha, you coming off weird right now. I don't know what it is, but this is weird to me. I want him to love me. Is this our first argument? Do you feel different about me now? It's like, I don't know if it's giving me like young in love. It's giving me, I don't know. It's not giving me the confident Stasha that we met. Chris Bassett back again. Why is he in every episode? He got the most burnout of all the friends that we've ever seen in all season. I'm confused though. Why were they turned off by Lindy? What was it about her that made them turned off? Was it because she was passionate and that's a turn off for them? I'm confused. I don't like this. Every time we talk to Chris Bassett, he always says something is wrong with this. Like, oh, do you really think you're in love? Oh, do you really think this is working? I'm worried about her. Like, I feel like he just is doubting the whole experiment. It's not even him doubting Lindy or Miguel. He just don't with this. And I don't like that because now that's going to be in Miguel's ear and he's going to be like, oh, well, maybe this isn't real. Friend, just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it can't work. Y'all see Kristen doing the white girl shoulder thing where like, I don't know. Why do excited white girls always dance with their shoulders up? What is that? I love Kristen right now, y'all. I do not know why Kristen's acting like this. Why karaoke makes her so happy, but I love her. This is freedom. This is what you want. Just express yourself how you fucking want. Is Mitch freestyling? Is Mitchell freestyling? Mitch just called her predatory for wanting to flip houses. Did Kristen say, I want to go into low-income neighborhoods and improve the homes and bring the value up so much that no one who's from the neighborhood is going to be able to pay for it? Is that what she said? Or did she say, I want to flip homes? As in kind of like how people buy homes and they make home improvements within and they sell it for a higher value? Is that okay for Mitch? But her doing it in a shorter period of time is not okay? Because I didn't hear the part about her pushing minorities out or pushing low-income people out. I didn't hear the gentrification part that he's talking about here. So now he called her predatory and inauthentic. What? Nah. Y'all saw that? Y'all better cut to commercial or go to something else. Y'all saw how Mitch, like a child, felt like he had to have the last word in this conversation with Kristen. She was talking, he always had a rebuttal and he had to end the conversation. See, this is why his sister-in-law said that they had issues in the beginning. Because, Mitch, you act like this. Okay, Morgan and Ben, you guys are matching, so we're off to a good start. Y'all heard that? Morgan said, have you ever been in love? Ben was like, not with a significant other. He met his mama. Morgan, I don't like this. You laughing a little too hard about your last relationship. Almost like you're not over him. I don't like this. Stop laughing this hard in front of me, your new husband. I don't like that, y'all. I hate when people say right person, wrong time. That leaves the door open for you to have grown and it be right person, right time. Don't give me that shit. There's a reason why it didn't work. Are you saying wrong time because you weren't mature enough? Are you saying wrong time because you messed up? Like, if that's the case, then say that. It's not just, oh, it was 2:00. No, it's the wrong time because you weren't about the time. Let's be very clear on this. Now, if you're saying right person, wrong time, I messed up, now I can get my shit together, and now I want to go back to right person. No, we don't like that. Because you see what I'm saying? That's how it leaves the door open. And you're not going to say that when you in a relationship with me, when it's right time, right person. Don't do that. All of them were wrong time, wrong people. Somebody go hug Ben, please. Oh, hell, he over here talking about the one who got away too. They don't like each other. I mean, I feel like they've decided we're not going to be together. I love that Ben is taking accountability for this moment right now. This wasn't even prompted by Morgan, and he is stepping up and he is saying, look, I realize where I messed up. I love that. Good for you, Ben. Damn. I be telling people your parents are the reason why you be in therapy. Ben is talking about how he was never enough for his father. The pressures that these Asian families put on their children to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, and he didn't make that. Well, he's an engineer, but he's not a doctor like his dad wanted him to be. And so he's just never enough, or he felt like he was never enough for his dad. And now he's projecting that onto Morgan. Oh, you don't have financial security? Oh, you don't have this kind of job? You're a nurse? You're not really a nurse? Wait a minute, that doesn't uphold my Asian standards. And now he realizes he's doing what his dad did to him, and he's doing it to Morgan. Ben, I appreciate you for seeing this. Morgan, I need you to look at him and give him a little more, okay? Ben, you are enough. Y'all heard Ben's story? I knew Ben had something for us. They did not end this conversation with a handshake, y'all. I'm telling you, so many signs point to the fact that they already know and they've already had the conversation that they're a no on decision day. Oh, look, guys. Kristen is doing more environmental stuff for and with Mitch. Isn't that great how she's compromising and changing her life to be more like Mitch, her husband, her partner, showing that she cares about things he cares about too? Look at this partnership. Let me say it because he did go to karaoke for her. But he liked that already. Y'all, these little plastic things, I don't know how. I digress. I'm sorry if it's your first time here. We do this a lot. Listen, I don't know how I got on Save the Seals TikTok and plastic TikTok. Y'all, I gotta find one and put it here. I guess viewer discretion is advised. These people, I don't know where they are, but they watch the sails like sitting on rocks about to go in the water, and they will watch and see them with lines, like those plastic lines around their neck, choking them and killing them. Y'all, I just saw one recently where there were 3 seals all connected together. They cut one off. It was really quick. They got that one off. Y'all, they were carrying around a dead seal because they couldn't get him off. Can you imagine that? And it's crazy because these seals don't know that these people are trying to help them, and so they like fight it. But I wish they could go back and be like, yo, y'all know these people over here? They're actually trying to save you. It's so sad. Yes, Kristen. Kristen said, you better realize what you got before it's gone. Okay? Kristen, love you. Damn, they just go to hard at it. What's up with the men? Sasha girl, you can't force this man to love you and be out of 10 because you're telling him to. That's not how this works. Yes, love is a choice, but you can't tell him to be out of 10. He is choosing to want to get to know you enough to hopefully fall in love. What's wrong with this California season? What's wrong with this season? I'm telling y'all, Noi was on the wrong season. If you wanted love in 3 days, Noi, this was it. Stasha showing her tattoo just made me laugh. She said, I have it right here. You know what's so crazy right now? It's like, Stasha is so, boss type in her, I'm assuming her job. It's so interesting to see her here like, I don't have it all figured out, or very submissive in these moments, or like, vying for Nate's attention and love. Like, I bet that is so interesting to see if you work with her or if you report into her. I just feel like we're getting a very different Stasha than we got, like, especially during the matchmaking, like, and the wedding dress shopping, when she was like, oh, he could do this, but, you know, I'm gonna give it to him in pieces, right? A very different Stasha here. And Nate is like, why you acting like this? You're coming from a dark place. He's like, yo, if you just felt like I wasn't gonna fall in love with you, just say that. Nate, that's what she was getting at though. Like, she didn't wanna say like that drastic of a, I don't think you're ever gonna fall in love with me. She's trying to figure out, will you or do you, are you even moving in those steps right now? I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna stop it right here because there's so much that happens. One, I feel like the Stasha that we get in these moments when Nate is not around is not the Stasha we get when Nate is around. She doesn't have this like commanding, no, here's what I want, here's what I need, very straightforward. And it's almost like he's kind of looking for that from her. He doesn't really need her to do that all the time, but if you are going to have these conversations and if you are going to play devil's advocate, like, just be straightforward with me. But she has like a fear of asking the tough questions. Again, I think this is another example of she doesn't want him to leave because she wants this to work. But like, to hear that somebody was in a relationship for 2 years, like a committed relationship, and you never fell in love, like, she doesn't want that for her life. And I'm not mad at that. You're married and this man is telling you, well, it has to be with the right person. I get it. Don't tell me just have faith though, because I don't know you like that. I can't have faith in you, especially if you've told me your past has not proven this, right? You ain't the God above. I can't just have faith off of nothing. You got to show me something that tells me that we are moving. And right now, to hear that I'm a 4 doesn't mean that we're moving at the pace that I would have thought we were at. So maybe I'm viewing our relationship very differently than you are. I'm glad I had this conversation. I don't know what to do with these two. I don't know what to do with Mitch and Kristen. I honestly think my question this episode is going to be a very simple one, because to hear that you were in a relationship for 2 years and you never fell in love with this woman is very interesting. If you weren't in love, like, why'd you stay in it 2 years? So my question to y'all is, what's the longest relationship you've been in that you didn't feel that you loved the person for? Like, genuinely, you never actually fell in love. What's the longest? And then the second part to that question is, I know it's gonna vary, but like, at what point in a relationship are you like, all right, fam, it's 5 years, you still ain't in love? Like, what's that ultimatum time that you give a partner for being like, all right, you still not in love? Like, let's not do this. This isn't good for me. This isn't good for you. Like, let's just move on. Because 2 years is a lot. I don't know if I don't know. I'm definitely not giving someone 2 years of being in a committed relationship with me and not falling in love. Like, nah, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Goodbye. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me for this Married at First Sight season 15, episode 9, part 1 with me, your girl Rizzo. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I ain't talking about Mitch, but he bugging me, y'all. Sound off in these comments below. Introduce yourselves if this is your first recap. Thank you for listening to my rambling and all my going which ways, y'all. I try to get through this. I'm gonna try to get through part 2 too. Maybe I'm gonna do some laps or something. But thank you again. Can't wait to see you for part 2 dropping in a couple of days. Have a great Labor Day weekend. End your summer off on a high note. Avoid the bookings, beloved. And please remember that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with love. Bye, guys.